Welcome back. Today's video is going to be ranking new makeup. I'm pretty excited about this. I have a ton of ranking videos on my channel, but I've never done one with multiple categories of makeup. So this is makeup that I either purchased or got in PR in the last 1 to 2 months that I have not yet reviewed. And I thought I would do this ranking style. I have tons of videos where ranking my favorite palettes, blushes, bronzers, highlighters, and all of that. But this video is going to be a combination of eyeshadow, lip products, mascara. So I have things from Merit Beauty, which actually were sent to me from the brand, which is pretty exciting. I've had the stuff since the beginning of the month, so I've been able to test it out thoroughly. I also have a Sigma palette, also have the Pat McGrath Mothership 5 that I want to talk about, and one of the Pat McGrath blushes that I bought. So like I said, the stuff from Merit Beauty was sent to me from the brand, and everything else I bought myself. So I thought I would do this ranking style, but I will say I like all of these except for one item, the one that's in last place. I just like some of them more than others, so keep that in mind. If you do want to see other ranking videos, check out my ranking makeup playlist. I will link that in the cards and the description box, and let's get started. I have 9 items to rank, and last place sadly is this. This is the one item I really would not recommend. I really don't like this at all. This is one of the things that was sent to me from Merit, and it is the highlighting balm in the color Bounce. It's a highlighter stick, and these are $30. They only have 2 shades, and okay, so this, you can see it when I swatch it there. It looks really, really pretty, but I cannot get this to show up on my face at all. And I tried it so many different ways. I tried to put it under foundation or on top. It's very, very slick. And so I can get it to show up here on a swatch, but on my face, I just have a hard time getting it to show up. And yeah, so it looks really pretty in the swatch, but yeah, I think it's so slick that when I try to put it on my face, it just kind of slides away. I don't know. It's kind of strange, and it's $30, which I think is kind of a lot for something that doesn't even really show up. So this is the one that I definitely would not recommend. Spot number 8 goes to this, which is the Merit Brow Mascara. This is in the color Black Brown, and actually, so I actually really, really like this. I just have a hard time paying this much for a brow mascara. So this is $24. I will say that this is really nice, luxurious packaging, and it's a really good brow mascara. It has this small wand. I'm wearing it today. I also have a brow pomade underneath. This is great. I've been wearing it on its own and also with brow pencil or other brow pomade. It adds some color to the brows, keeps them in place, but $24 is a lot. I love the e.l.f. Wow Brow, which is only $4, and I almost even like that one just a little bit better than this. So I guess I would have a hard time paying $24 when there are way cheaper brow mascaras that are really good. So I do think this is good. The packaging on this is beautiful. My other complaint is that I've had this for almost a month, and I kind of feel like it's starting to dry up a little bit, which again is rather quick for a $24 product. So this is really, really nice. I just don't know that I would pay this much for a tinted brow gel. All right, spot number 7. I'm a little nervous about this. It's the Pat McGrath blush. Now, I really do like this. It is a very good blush, but the reason I'm not ranking it higher is I'm not really wowed by it. It's not blowing me away like other Pat McGrath products do. Let me show you this box though. I don't usually keep boxes, but this is so beautiful. I mean, wow. This is absolutely stunning for, you know, a box. And all her packaging is really, really nice, but this stood out to me, so random, I know. But I bought the color Love Struck, and this is one of the demi mattes. And so these are $38. Really nice, beautiful packaging, but my first complaint is it's kind of hard to open. It has this little button here that you press and then it snaps open. Now, from the first day that I bought it, it has loosened up a little bit, but yeah, it's a little bit hard to open, which again, for a $38 product, that does bother me a little bit. I don't think packaging is that big of a deal, but for luxury brands where you are paying for the name and the packaging, in addition to the product, I do find that a bit bothersome. So here's the color Love Struck. Like I said, this is one of the demi matte finishes. She also has some in the pearly, and I didn't buy that, so I'm not sure. Beautiful color, and I'm wearing this today with a cream blush underneath, which I will be talking about. Let me swatch it for you. I mean, the color is absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. So there it is right there. This is Love Struck. So it's very pigmented. It's easy to blend. It's really, really nice. I just think it feels a little bit dry and it's just not blowing me away. I don't feel that there's anything extra special about this blush compared to other blushes that I have. I admit I have one of the Charlotte Tilbury blushes in Pillow Talk, and there is something about that formula that in my opinion is worth that higher price tag. It's so smooth and buttery and kind of melts into the face. Whereas to me, this feels like a lot of other blushes that I have and some that are much less expensive. So there's nothing really bad about it. It does feel slightly dry, but it's not chalky or anything like that. And I do like this color. I like bold blush, so I think this is a beautiful color. So I'm not really saying a lot negative about it, but just compared to other Pat products like her eyeshadows and her lip glosses and her lip liners, which I feel that those are formulated way better compared to other items that I have, whereas this just seems similar to a lot of other blushes that I've tried. So it is beautiful. It's a nice formula. The packaging is beautiful. I am a bit bothered that the packaging is a bit hard to open. So yeah, this is nice, but for $38, it's just not blowing me away. Spot number 6 goes to the Merit mascara, and I am really not one for high-end mascaras. There's very few that I've tried that I felt were worth the money because there's so many drugstore mascaras that I love. Although I will say I actually would consider repurchasing this. I think this is really, really nice. So this is, I think, $26. This is in the color Perfect Black, and it is a lengthening mascara, and it really, really does that. Let me show you the wand. Yeah, I gotta say, I am impressed with this mascara. So it is one of these natural bristle brushes, and I don't know if you can see, I'm turning my head side so you can see the length on my lashes. So I'm wearing 2 coats of this. I'm really, really impressed. Like I said, I don't buy a lot of high-end mascaras, but I think the length on this and the separation is really nice. It does give a little bit of volume too. Not a ton, but it is a lengthening mascara, but I feel like a lot of lengthening mascaras I've tried are just really, really subtle. But 2 coats of this, I gotta say I'm impressed. Again, the packaging, the Merit products, most of them have very nice packaging. This is really, really beautiful. I like this sleek design. I like the simplicity of their packaging. I actually really like this mascara, and if I use this up, I actually might purchase this myself. Oh, also I forgot to mention that this does not flake or smudge at all. That is my biggest pet peeve with mascara, is if throughout the day it starts to smudge down here or flake on my face. And I've worn this many days for 10 to 12 hours and it does not flake or smudge. So I'm really, really impressed with this mascara actually. Spot number 5 goes to the Merit Cream Blush. I have the color Beverly Hills, and this is a really nice cream blush. This is, I think, $26 or $28, so I'm wearing this today underneath the Pat blush. And I have been so obsessed with cream blush in the last like 4 months. This is the color right there. It's really, really beautiful. I really like it. Honestly, I would be ranking this higher, except I do feel like I have some affordable cream blushes that are just as good as this. So for 20-something dollars, it's a little bit hard for me to justify that price tag, but it blends easily. It's really, really nice. I love the color. I don't have anything negative to say about it, but it just does seem like it's similar to cream blushes that I've tried from the drugstore as well. And I do still want to do a video where I rank all my cream blushes because I have gotten to try a lot this year. So I think that this is a really nice, it's a good cream blush. You know, I'm definitely a big fan, but I don't know that I would go out and buy more colors necessarily, but it's really, really beautiful. And spot number 4 goes to the Merit Complexion Stick. I gotta say I am very surprised by this product. I didn't think it would be something that I would be that into. So it's basically like a stick concealer, stick foundation. You can use it either way. You can use it for touching up. I have the color Cream and I'm wearing this today. I'm not wearing it on my under eyes. I have actually tried this on my under eyes, and I'm usually not someone who likes stick concealers on the under eyes, and I did like it. I just didn't feel like it had enough coverage to cover up my dark circles. But for the face, I think this is a really nice light to medium coverage. I have a bit of powder on top that has some coverage to it, so that did add to it a little bit. But this is so creamy, easy to blend. There it is right there, and I like this. I really do. This is $38, so it's pretty expensive, but you know, I've paid more than that for foundation, and I've used it quite a bit. And I don't think I've really used that much of it up. I don't know how long it would last. Usually these stick foundations and concealers don't have a ton of product in them, just because a little bit goes a long way, but this is easy to blend. It lasts well throughout the day. I've worn it for like 10 plus hours. I think this is really, really nice. I really enjoy it. It's easy to apply, blends easily. It's like a nice satin finish. Yeah, I gotta say, this is not something I would have purchased myself, but now that I have it, I actually think this is a really, really fantastic. And spot number 3 is my favorite out of all of the Merit items that they sent me. This is their lip oil. This is in the color Marrakesh. So these are tinted lip oils. They do have other colors. I really, really like this. This is $26, and I feel like, I mean, I've paid more than that for lip glosses. This is fantastic. So I'm wearing this today. I'm wearing a little bit of Pat McGrath contour lip liner underneath. This is a beautiful formula, really smooth, adds a lot of shine. There's the color there, has a nice amount of pigment to it. Not sticky, not uncomfortable, but okay, so I've tried other lip oils in the past where I just felt like they were too oily, and they felt like more like a lip treatment. I couldn't really wear it with makeup because I felt like it would kind of like melt all over my face. This is not too oily. This is a lip gloss with a bit of oil in it. That's what it feels like to me, and I really love this. I would totally buy more colors. Really beautiful. I love this color Marrakesh as well. I've worn this quite a bit on its own, with lip liner, with lipsticks. It's so nice. I like the level of pigmentation. So yeah, I think out of the Merit products, these two are definitely my favorite, and I would totally buy more colors of this gloss. Alrighty, spot 1 and 2, they are eyeshadow palettes. I have to say I'm a bit biased because I love eyeshadow palettes. It's my favorite makeup product ever. I love eyeshadow, so yeah. Number 2 is the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. I bought this a month and a half ago, maybe longer now. I did buy it when I think they had a 30 or 40% off sale on the Sigma website. Full price, it's $49. I don't quite think it's worth full price. I tend to get my Sigma palettes on sale, and they do sales pretty often. They're actually having one right now, and I also have the Untamed palette and the Enchanted. I love all three, and I think this is a really, really gorgeous color story. I don't know, it's not your standard warm neutral palette because you've got some like burgundy shades, you've got the bronzes, you've got this greenish color. The Sigma mattes blend so easily. They are some of the best formulated matte eyeshadows I've ever tried. It's really unreal, and I really like their shimmers as well. Their shimmers definitely need a wet brush, and they can take a little bit of building, but it's such a pretty palette. I love the variety. I love the color story. Let me show you some swatches. Here are 4 of my favorite shadows here. This sparkly green is so beautiful. This kind of pinky shimmer, one of my favorites. And then also this matte rosy color, also one of my favorites. I really love this palette. I'm really glad that I got it. My only complaint really is I do feel like this outside packaging looks a little bit cheap for a $49 palette, and I feel like the Enchanted and the Untamed palettes have really beautiful outside packaging, whereas this looks a bit cheapy, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And actually, I really like the Sigma brushes that comes with their palettes. I do use those quite a bit. I'm mostly wearing the next palette that I'm going to talk about, but I have a little bit of this color in my crease. So yeah, I think this color story is beautiful. The formula is amazing. I really do like this. I love the Sigma formula. Like I said, it's really, really impressed me, and I'm really happy I bought this palette. All right, spot number 1, you may have guessed. The Pat McGrath Mothership 5 palette. I absolutely love this palette, and this is something that's been on my wish list for several years. I did get a really, really good deal on it. So full price, this is $125, and I got it for $85, including a lip gloss with that, because she was having, I can't remember, like 30% off sale and a free gloss with a purchase. So it was a really, really good deal that for $85, I got this and one of her glosses, which are $28. So I didn't pay the full $125. I do think that's a really steep price tag. I do have one of the other Mothership palettes. I have the Mothership 2. That one was a gift for my husband. This one, like I said, I got a really good deal, but I think if you could get this for like 20% off or 25% off, I think it's worth it. This is beautiful. And so this is what I'm wearing on my eyes, except for a little bit of the crease shade from the Sigma palette. So these 4 shades, I'm sure you guys know, are her like beautiful, more sparkly, iridescent, glittery shades. This one that I have like on top of the red is so beautiful. So then I have the red all over here. And then I have this brown and the dark matte purple in the outer corner and on the lower lash line. It's a beautiful palette. Oh my gosh, these colors. They are stunning. Now, I do often have to use a little bit of another palette with this one because it doesn't have a crease shade quite light enough that I would prefer, but that's totally fine because I combine palettes all the time and also, you know, like matte brow bone highlights, stuff like that. So it's not a complete palette for me, but I really don't care. I love the colors in here. So yeah. I was wearing, in a video from a few days ago, I was wearing a look with a matte brown in the crease, and then I had like just a simple green shimmer on the lid with this one on top, and it's amazing. I mean, you really, when you see them here, it's really not doing it justice, but let me show you some swatches because yeah, this is so beautiful. All right, so I will say that the Pat McGrath mattes, they're really, really good. They're fantastic. They don't quite blow me away though, like her shimmers and metallics and glittery shades do. So this is such a beautiful color. This is the one that I have like here on the inner corner. So sparkly, absolutely stunning. These two are more like satiny metallic shades, but they're really, really beautiful. And actually this bronzy one isn't so metallic. I actually have used this in the crease. I didn't today. I could have though. I've used it in the crease and it actually works really, really well for that. This shade is beautiful. So I do have a little bit of this one on the center. This is that bright red that I have kind of like all over the lid. And then this is the one, it doesn't, yeah, you see that green, this is the green shifting one. I really like that one a lot. It's such a beautiful duochrome. I think this is one of those few products that is so hyped up out there. People talk about it so much. It's one of her most popular eyeshadow palettes. This lived up to the hype and more, honestly. And I do think that the shimmers and the metallics and the sparkly shades definitely make it special for me because I think they're really unique to my collection. I don't have these colors and the sparkle. I mean, I can't stop like looking at this inner corner area. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, this is a really beautiful palette, and I think this works really well with other palettes where you can add one of these and really, really make the look more over the top, more dramatic, more sparkly. Definitely need a wet brush with these, but with that, you don't get fallout through the day. I do get fallout when applying them because they are really, really sparkly, but with a wet brush, they stay in place, and yeah, just they look amazing. I do feel like this palette has something special and unique about it, and I'm really, really glad I bought it. Alrighty, so that is it for this video. Let us know what you think if you have tried some of these products. Let us know if you've tried some of the other colors from the Pat McGrath blushes. Like I said, I do still like it. It's just not really wowing me. I think it's a really good blush though. This is the one thing though, I definitely would not recommend this. I just can't really get it to show up. But yeah, as far as, yeah, the Merit products, this gloss is amazing. Complexion stick, I really, really like. And both eyeshadow palettes, I gotta say, yeah, I'm a bit biased. I do love eyeshadow palettes. Definitely my favorite part of makeup. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you wanna see other ranking makeup videos, I will link my ranking makeup playlist. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.